I know. After we're done, I'm going to get something covered in gravy. I don't know.
Welcome to Amorephillyunion, the podcast where sometimes in week 4 you're already behind. We are your hosts. I'm C.
I'm E.
And I'm Paul.
And here we are. It's been a week. Defense Force.
Here.
We are all here.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yes.
Physically.
Yeah. Hanging on by threads in some cases, but we're here. Just finished watching the Defense Force match, which we'll get to. But yeah, so 2 games to cover. I'll probably go through rather quickly.
One, because we just don't really want to talk about it, and 2, because, well, how many more times you have to say goal before you pretty much covered it?
You're right.
How many Defense Force FC goals equals 1 Ty Baribo goal? But I guess we're jumping the gun. So.
All right. Well, with that in mind, let's go to the season opener, which was against Ty Baribo's DC United in DC. 1-0 loss for us. Not the way we wanted to start a season.
Definitely not.
Not the absolute worst way we could have started the season, but not the way
we only got 1 red card to go with that loss.
Well, there is that. So, all right. So lost 1-0. Frankie did not start. He has a hamstring strain or something. Yep. I don't know.
Yep.
If there's more to it than that, but that's what I understand.
Lukic was not on the net on the field for
no. Apparently, Lukic was playing in the preseason, and they were wondering why he was getting winded. And finally, I'm saying finally because it feels like this should have been found out rather quickly. But went to the doctor, and they found out he had 3 broken ribs.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't know that. I just assumed that they were cracked and mildly broken.
Yeah.
But
It must have been, because there's no way otherwise. Now, I had a broken rib, but it was in my back and it wasn't as bad. But, it's still, I noticed it.
Painful kind of thing to have happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to vision his doctor's office where it's like, where 3 broken ribs is it's not a certainty. 4 broken ribs, yeah, we can definitely pick that one up. But anything less than that, it's going to be,
Well, I guess they just didn't take the x-rays or whatever scans to see if he had broken ribs before.
Well, and Lukic is just sort of exiting the rubber and magic stage. I think he's probably still kind of in it. So I think that's probably part of it too.
Yeah.
But
all I could think of is that old Saturday Night Live sketch with Steve Martin where he plays like some medieval healer and like bringing people in sick. And, the one peasant's like, doctor, help me. My daughter is possessed by a demon. And he's like, such archaic, superstitious beliefs. Back then we used to believe that when people got sick, it's because they were possessed by a demon. But today we now know they get sick because they have a small imp or gnoll living inside their stomach. This is the energy I'm bringing to this episode. So let's just go.
Just ride it. So just to run through it somewhat chronologically, there was a Baribo goal in the 9th minute that was called offside.
Yep.
And I did get a text from our friend Nate who said, "Oh, wow, we dodged that one." And then it wasn't too long till I got another one that said, "Never mind." So I did know we were not watching live, but I did know a little bit of what was going on. So anyway, the 23rd minute, of course, Baribo does score a goal, celebrates with this new team, which was weird to see.
Yeah. But he's got to do it at home.
He's got to do it. And I did see a quote from him online. There's like, I wasn't celebrating against Philadelphia. I'm
celebrating with DC.
With the team he's playing for, which is, I can't be mad at that. So, I did notice that really all their serious chances came from Baribo. I felt like I didn't really see anybody else getting there. There was at least one that was saved with a woodwork, or
It went off the upright. Yeah.
yeah.
Baribo got a quick shot and went off the upright and behind Blake, so it didn't go off of him and
Hmm.
back into the net.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it, you could definitely tell it was an early season, practically preseason match because both
Hmm.
teams were looking a little ragged
Hmm.
as the game went along. But yeah, I would say that definitely Baribo was by far the most dangerous player out there. For DC for sure. Almost you could say he was the most dangerous player on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say for us, from what I could see, there was no one person exactly, except Iloski seemed to really be up there quite a bit and trying to make things happen. A lot of chances that didn't pan out. A lot of shots straight to the keeper,
Yep.
that kind of thing. So, but like you say, it's definitely still early days. I mean, is it worrisome? I mean, last season is not this season, so maybe it's not, but is it worrisome that we lost to DC when DC
A little bit.
was so
No,
poor?
I mean, obviously DC did some revamping this off season, and so did the Union. But to lose like that to them, it's tough. I mean, obviously you're playing away. That makes a big difference
Right.
in MLS games. But yeah, it's a little alarming especially after coming off the drumming that they gave Defense Force FC in the first leg. You're like, all right, good. They've got their scoring boots on. So can they
Right.
keep it going in MLS? And obviously, it's a different level of competition.
Yeah.
And it was disheartening to see that result. Like the Union, I mean, even in the beginning of the game, they had the analytics score, ratings of
Little.
who DC's chance of winning, chance of a tie, Union's chance of winning, and the Union had like a 35 or 40 something percent chance of winning the game according to
Hmm.
the analytics.
Hmm.
Which it's kind of where I thought we were too, and it just didn't
Yeah.
work out. That's why
Yeah.
they play the game.
Right. I wonder where like when they're starting, when it's the first game of the season, if they're looking at last year's team when they make that up, if they're looking at preseason play, or just, or if it's pretty colored bars that Apple designed. Because that's a very Apple thing to do. No, I'm sorry, I'm being facetious, but like, I'm
It's a
curious.
good question. I don't know
Yeah.
where they generate those numbers from. I'm sure
Yeah.
they try to incorporate players, they try to incorporate team results. They probably that or they just go to the pundits and say, okay, who's going to be where, and then they just make up some numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
probably talked to the same analytical people who predicted the snowstorm this past weekend. Um,
well, it depends where you live on the.
well, that's true. I mean, honestly, it's like if you lived in this part of Pennsylvania, be like, where's the snow? And then if you're like on the coast, you're like, where'd all this snow come from?
Yeah. Yeah.
But well, I mean, one small solace in all this is that we are ahead of Miami. So Miami's second from the bottom. Hopefully they're this year's LA Galaxy. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
not
always
really consolation, but
softens the landing a little bit.
yeah, when it's messy underneath you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, there were chances, but they didn't come to anything. They seemed to come out stronger in the second half. There was, and we can be a
Yeah.
team of halves.
Yeah, that is true.
So, and the fact that it was 1-0, I mean, I realized there were some lucky moments in there too, but the fact that it was 1-0 and not 2, 3,
Worse.
4,
Yeah.
that would have been much more disheartening. Now, I think it's also, if I'm honest,
No, you can lie to us. That's fine.
Okay, well, I mean, I usually do, but if I'm honest now, I think if I remember correctly, Bradley Cardinal's first game was something like 4-0, and we won.
I'm there now. We played Orlando and we beat them 4-2, and it was
4
at
to 2.
Orlando.
Okay, it wasn't nil, but okay, 4-2, and then Yeah, it was very much a "How You Like Me Now" kind of thing after Curtin.
Good song.
And yeah, I mean, it just, there is the specter of Carnell's second season at St. Louis, which, I mean, I think we
Did
all
not
have to
go well.
shake. Did not
Yeah.
go well, but it doesn't mean that he's a one-season coach either.
No.
I don't know that there's such a thing. There is a 3-season coach, and that's Jose Mourinho.
It's one game.
Yeah.
It could be just an anomaly. The Union are dealing with a lot of injuries on the
Right.
team right now.
hmm
So there are some extenuating circumstances. Now, if they can
Yes.
take that, turn it around, and continue fighting for points, that's what we got to see from them.
Yep.
I have a question. When we traded Baribo to DC United, was there performance metrics that would guarantee some sort of more kickback to the Union?
I believe so.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think we let Baribo score.
Padding
because-
those numbers.
Yeah, somewhere there's an accountant saying, like, if we lose this game, we could actually make even more money. And then we can bankroll
Jesus.
getting Cristiano Ronaldo to come into the league.
Oh, get out of here.
Christy.
God, don't ruin my night. Anyway, sorry.
Interesting thought. But honestly, I mean, yeah, the loss is tough. The Baribo's goal is tough. But I want to know what the heck was going through Alado's head when he said whatever he said to get that red card. And what was it, the
59th minute?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Nate and I were talking, and it's like, there are some crash and burn words in soccer.
Yeah.
And life.
Well, yeah, definitely in life. But, on the field, there are, the referees have guidance that there are certain words that if they're used in anger, that's it. That player is gone. And I don't know if he used one of those, but that was like, we're just like dumbfounded about what he did.
Yeah.
And now in the broadcast tonight, they were talking that he might be gone for a couple of games.
Yikes.
I heard that too. Yeah. So it does make you wonder exactly what firebomb he set off there.
Was it directed towards a player?
Yeah. There was a player down. Apparently it was also a gesture, according to the ref. So it was gesture and terminology, but neither of which were good. And
Nope.
I mean, it's funny because last week we were talking about how, Aldo, I was talking specifically about how Aldo doesn't seem like he's 20. This move makes him seem like he's 20.
Yeah, he still doesn't know he's 20. It's
That
on the
soft
other side.
lobe. Gotta blame the soft lobe.
Yeah.
His
But-
brain's still forming. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, his top
Yeah.
is still soft.
So, but yeah, that's unfortunate for the team and shouldn't happen anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no need for that kind of stuff.
No.
So, we'll have to see how that plays into this week's league game. He was able to play against Defense Force with it being CONCACAF, so because it didn't carry into that. But yeah, so that happened. Hopefully we can shake it off, because I mean, there's a lot of new guys, a lot of still settling happening. So hopefully.
And they did fight all the way through to the end. I mean,
That's right.
There were some late subs. What's his name? The new one of the other new guys. Hang on, let me get the name for you. Augustine. Augustine Anello came in. He brought some energy. I don't remember if Kevin was a sub in this one. Bedoya sub in on this one.
Yeah, he was playing at the end because he had in stoppage. He had this cross that could have been something. It was, I mean, if we weren't playing in MLS, it could have been something. But and they were so close to maybe getting that last minute equalizer, but close. Yeah, we all know about how close goes. So. But
just looking here on MLS's website, the disciplinary report, and it does list when people can return to play, and it does list Alado as being able to return on March 1st versus New York City. Now, yeah, you said, Paul, if there's any sort of
not on March 1st, because that would be his first league game.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
that's
he's
sorry. That's
definitely
what you're
missing.
out for. Sorry,
You're out for. Oh, I see.
sorry. I
Yes.
misread that. I misread.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
no,
that
that
makes
makes
sense
sense.
now.
Okay,
He's
that
out for
makes
at
sense.
least that. All right.
Well, yeah. No, hopefully that's it, but we'll see. Well then, so that happened, and tonight, just as we record, just finished a little while ago, the second round of the CONCACAF
Much more favorable for the
tournament,
Union.
much more favorable. Yeah, so 7-0.
In this game.
Yeah, in this game. God bless Defense Force. I mean, it was just, it was definitely a please hammer, don't hurt him kind of moment. Although I think they kept talking about how they were not planning to let off the gas. I do commend the guys for when, in the later goals, celebrating, but not being overly
Not World Cup
obnoxious
level
about it.
celebrating. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not sure there were that many people in the stands to celebrate too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like
Because
a little sparse.
Yeah, and as it went on, it started sounding more and more like a college game. Like, or a high school game where it was like you could kind of hear them shouting to each other and stuff. But yeah, so just to run through this, I mean, who scored? I can just give the name. So we had Heiner Martinez was first in 7th minute.
Was that his first goal? That was his first goal.
Yeah. And then there was a penalty on Rafa that Lukic converted in the 10th minute. Bless that keeper, because he got both hands on it and it still went
through.
Yeah, that was a shame. So 12th minute was Korzanowski, and that was so. Just stopping there real quick, I actually turned it on and rewound, but I was 15 minutes in, they were 3 goals up. So and then no scoring until the 48th minute was Korzanowski again. So for his brace, Ben Bender, bend it like Bender, 53rd minute. And then in the 76th minute, finally, long-awaited first goal for the Union from Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah.
So when he followed that up in the 88th minute for a brace that looked like it might be pulled back, but it wasn't. So
yeah, I went to review. So
yeah,
did go to review, but I guess they decided at that point, we'll let the kid have it. So anyway, but yeah, so no, like you alluded to, Paul, some injuries. Westfield's still out with his hamstring issue. Anello is out, and Sundstrom is out. Sundstrom is out. Apparently, it doesn't sound like any of those are terribly serious, but I guess we'll see what happens on Sunday. Maybe it just wasn't worth the risk tonight. But so yeah, so we move on to the next round, and we'll be playing Club America.
Yeah,
which will be a whole different match.
Yeah, that'll be non-trivial.
Yeah,
as the kids like to say.
I wonder where the legs are going to be played. If does Club America have home field advantage, or does the Union have home field advantage?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It actually doesn't really matter the place. The answer will be yes.
Well, it's fair, but it's a matter of whether or not if they were to be tied at the end of the second leg, where are they taking penalty shots?
Yeah.
Because I do expect that second leg, or whichever leg is played in Philly, is going to be, dominated by Club America fans, like it usually is when they come up to play the Union.
So are all the matches aggregate, or is this single elimination now? Because they had it in bracket form.
Did they?
They did have it in bracket form, but I'm not sure that 100% means there's not an aggregate situation.
Yeah, I don't know enough.
Yeah.
I can hop on the CONCACAF Champions Cup website and act like I know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, do that.
The fact of the matter is I don't. So,
don't let that stop you.
As a bit of trivia, while you do that, the Defense Force is named that because they have a long time affiliation with Trinidad and Tobago's military, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
So that's what the somewhat improbable but still fun name comes from. Yeah, they've been around for 50 plus years and have won the league title for 26. Well, they're on track to win for the 26th time.
Out of 50 years?
Something, I think they said 52.
I think,
Holy
yeah,
cow.
they've won every
When
other year.
when
Yeah.
this year. Wow. So
So
who's the
no idea how big this league is. I'm not
12 teams.
12
12
teams.
teams?
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
They play a double round robin. So every team plays every other team 4 times.
Hmm.
And yeah, so it's not a huge island, obviously. Trinidad and
Sure.
Tobago, it's 1.5 million. As Nate pointed out, that's one quarter of the total population of Philadelphia.
Wow.
So
That's pretty respectable then
yeah.
to pull that together.
I'm impressed with
So
the knowledge of populations you guys have.
Wikipedia is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is.
But it does look like the round of 16 is a home and away matchup against Club America,
Okay.
but the website is not updated at this time to say which one is home and which one has the
Yeah.
advantage of hosting the second game.
Yeah.
Well, that gives
So
me
the
a little
next
bit more
game
hope.
is going to be March 10th and then followed by the March 18th.
Good heavens. So we're gonna keep doing this. Hmm. Well, that's how it is, I guess. Keep doing these sort of busy weeks, but
Well, at least the weather will be getting better.
yeah, and at least
Knock on wood.
like the average age of the new players is like 15. So we're good. That's not mathematically accurate, but so you
See,
take the good, you take the bad. You take them both, and there you have.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
I was looking at the brackets here, and I'm doing this off of memory because I can't find it online.
With the way your grade matter is firing tonight, that's
I know, that's
questionable.
right. It's totally like I like turtles right now. But I think there's like a weird kind of a throwback to man, was it Champions? What was the one thing, that Champions Cup? What was that thing? It was like that 1 month tournament in the middle of the summer where
Leagues Cup?
Leagues Cup.
Yeah.
Did that go to the final with Nashville and Miami? I feel like it did, right? And Nashville beat Miami, I thought.
This past year?
No. When
they initiated it?
Yeah,
or
when
not
Miami
initiated,
knocked
but
us out. That was the inaugural one. But
I
anyway,
blocked out the rest of that tournament, but yeah.
Yeah, I think in this Champions Cup, the bracket above us, I guess the one that will play the winner it's Miami versus Nashville, which is a little bit of a cup rematch. So it's hard not to root for Nashville because it's Miami. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind bumping back into Miami again and beating them in a tournament. So we'll see. But did they say when the Club America match is going to be, or did you guys say the rating and I missed it?
You missed it.
Well, it's the 10th. The first one is the 10th.
Gotcha. Sarn it.
Bart, what did we talk to you about?
We're talking like a 1840s gold prospector.
That's the one.
I did also notice that Seattle is going to be playing Vancouver.
Yeah,
that's their draw, so that should be
Cascadia
fun for the fans over there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
just don't bust on any of their curling because you don't want to see them lose it over that.
Oh, look, that was legit. I don't know. The Canadians were being shady.
Yeah,
they had their finger on the stone when they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Get me started.
We got to keep this podcast under an hour.
The other team set up a hidden camera to find it.
I know, it's
fantastic.
The world
curling
needs a curling
scandals.
Scandal.
That's right.
We really do.
100% we do. And with Sweden, I think Sweden busted them. Can you imagine getting busted by IKEA? It's amazing.
It's IKEA versus Tim Hortons. It's I don't know who to root for in this.
I know it's it's not great. Um, poutine versus Swedish meatballs.
I know, man. It's like
Tough call.
we should do a bracket of like just guilty
National
country based
foods.
foods. Oh,
Put
God,
that in your
now I
back pocket.
really
Write
want
that
like
down.
We got the World Cup coming up.
World Cup. We're going to do a World Cup bracket based on not on the teams, but on foods.
oh, we should really do that, honestly.
Yeah. No, we should do
absolutely
it.
set like
Who's joking? I'm not joking.
yeah, okay.
Is
No.
Poland in?
Is Poland in? Oh, I don't know.
I think they're in a playoff. Yeah, we'll have to see who's in.
That's right, because there were some that weren't determined yet, right?
Yeah, like Italy's still fighting to get in.
Italy is.
Italy.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
I guess
how the
they
mighty
haven't.
have fallen.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, well, let's keep that in mind for June.
Yeah.
I'll keep this in mind for when we get off the podcast.
Whatever we do, pierogi.
I know. After we're done, I'm going to get something covered in gravy. I don't know.
Well, looking towards the future, our first home match is this Sunday as we record against NYCFC. That's
Sunday,
March 1st.
Sunday.
And that is, if you recall, the team that knocked us out of the playoffs last year. So, yes, boo. I mean, boo on a couple fronts. Boo to the trapezoids. Although I guess they are going to be losing their trapezoid eventually.
Someday. I don't know. I mean,
I have seen at least renderings. I don't know if it's being built.
I mean, what's going to happen first? New York City gets their stadium, or they put the train line back in between Reading and Philadelphia. That's what I want to know. It's like I don't know which bet I take. I might bet on the train line coming back.
It's been 20 odd years that they've been talking about it. So
it's going to happen any day.
Yeah. Well, they have billboards now.
Well, hey, if it's on billboards,
they have billboards. Billboards don't lie.
Billboards for the train.
Yeah,
saying things like "It's coming."
Yeah, it's
coming home. Just like when the England thinks they're going to win the World Cup.
All right. And how did that turn out too? Right?
Exactly.
Oh man.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let's get back to the football.
So back to the football. Like I said, home match this Sunday. Hopefully they're better than last time. We'll see what happens. No Alado, obviously. Don't know who will be bouncing back from their injuries. I'm wondering it takes a while to get past this. I'm looking forward to the day Quinn comes back. I don't anticipate that will be this weekend. Don't mean to make it sound like that. But
I'm looking forward to him getting back.
I miss him playing. So he's doing really well, but they don't want to rush that. Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
I said the Union did bring in a couple of new young players that had been with Union 2 for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Jakupovic and what was his name? Segura. Yeah, and it was interesting because Segura actually started in Jakupovic to get involved in the second half as a attacking sub. So they are looking to bring in additional players and make use of the depth that they do have with Union 2. I don't know that that's really going to help them against NYCFC because that's a quality team there. So we'll have to see who shows up, who's healthy enough to play, and what kind of performance they did. Because one thing that really stuck out to me in this Defense Force game that I really hope continues was the one-touch passing. Like they were.
Oh my gosh!
There was some moments where it was Barca-esque.
I as a Real Madrid fan, I have to acknowledge that. Yes.
Like just what was it Stas's goal? The second goal.
Yeah.
The second goal.
Mm-hmm.
Not the penalty kick goal, but the I guess it was a third goal in the season. Yeah, a third goal in the defense
in the match. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like a 5-pass attack that sprung him in the box, and he just one-time shot. It was really pretty. So I hope they keep that up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm just looking at some numbers here, if the Union want to maintain the same scoring pace as they had last year, we can afford to give 2 goals to New York City on Sunday. But then we, in turn, have to score 8 goals. But after tonight's performance, I mean, it's just one more goal. So I think I'm calling it 8-2 on Sunday. So I'm pretty psyched that we're going to be at this game too. Because tonight's game, it was the largest. Is it the largest goal differential or just the largest number of goals ever scored in our history?
No, we've scored 7 before, but I think it was 7-1.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it's the biggest goal differential. So maybe Sunday we'll just rack up the most goals ever.
That would be cool.
So I'm just going to go ahead and
you're going to pen that in right now.
Yeah. Put some money on it.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, so I mean, there's no use despairing at this point.
No, it's only one game.
No, it's one game.
Honestly, I'm not worried.
No,
really.
I mean, I the only thing I'm concerned about is how long is it going to take for us to find some semblance of a gelling, I guess, or plan. It's right now it kind of seems a little scattershot, but hey.
It's funny that we're asking that question after a 7-0 victory, though, right? I mean, I know.
Yeah, I just bless Defense Force, but
it's not
they were, they just weren't. They weren't there tonight. So
yeah,
for whatever reason. So
well, I mean, I think that it'll be different playing in front of the home crowd. Hopefully they'll show up ready to get some vengeance. Take the DC game as a little bit of an early stage wake up, and know that they need to get out on the front foot. The NYC fans are going to be showing up and stacking the stadium with the pigeon colors, and we gotta do what they can to shut them down and shut them up.
Yeah, I agree.
The pigeon colors.
Pigeon colors.
Technically, I think Montreal has more pigeon colors. Pigeon/depression.
But well, as long as they don't show up like the sweaty yellow white jersey, was that Red Bull that had last year?
Yeah, was that Red Bull?
I want to say it was
Red Bull.
It was like an undercooked tortilla,
like that, got
or
dropped
salad.
In like some, I don't know, some dishwater. It was just
it was so gross. Why?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that just because it was who it was. It was just bad. Anyway, I digress. So,
that's our first.
So yeah, onward. I think that's all there is to it. Really, onward. Let's see what happens on Sunday. Any given Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, being the home opener for us, it would be very swell if we could just get a nice definitive win.
Very swell indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's hoping. So there might be news. Honestly,
there was. I made a note. No, I made a note. Oh gosh, it was last week. And right, yeah. So my joke about Cristiano Ronaldo is only half, joking.
God.
So apparently
he's going to get paid more in where Saudi Arabia or wherever he's.
Well, 100%. But
apparently he's not super happy being in Saudi Arabia. But I mean, hey man, you made that bed. But it's made out of solid gold $100 bills.
Hence why it's not comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Not bad lumbar support. But no. So apparently, I guess during the off season, not off season, but the little bit of a transfer window. I guess whatever team he's playing for didn't really bring in any new talent, and I know Ronaldo's been talking about wanting to go to AC Milan, I think. But apparently during this one game, after he publicly said he wasn't happy that they didn't bring in any new talent, like the first 5 minutes he started the game, he just stood on the sidelines and did nothing. And then he started playing and of course scored a goal. But the rumor, I guess the idea floating around out there, he wants to get to Milan. That'll be a springboard to come to MLS. And I never thought Messi would actually come here. This does feel several degrees removed from likelihood. However, why the heck not? I mean, I don't necessarily want him to come to Philly, but if like Ronaldo came into this league, it'd be like it's just ridiculous at this point. And it feels like we're just now one notch away from like WWE at this point. And I don't know. It would be interesting if Ronaldo came to the league. It would be kind of nuts.
Oh, if that was happened, I would love to see somebody bring Ronaldinho out of wherever he's at and just,
yeah.
Cryogenic storage.
I totally got the other part of was that the other part of the story was it's not just coming to MLS, that he would actually join Miami with Messi. This is kind of like, Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago on the same team. It would just be like, they would become the team that just everyone would love to hate. And we would
they though, or would everybody love them?
I'll put it. Everybody that's not a Messi or Ronaldo fan would loathe that team.
Yeah,
I just feel like,
yeah,
it would just be. I don't know, but hey, why the heck not? Just
interest. I think it would be interesting in the sense of like that's what you say when you don't have something good to say. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That kind of interesting rather than truly interesting.
I do wonder how big the pockets would have to be, or how big that truck is that they're backing up to his mansion.
Yeah,
to make him come here and play.
I think he pretty much had to give him Hawaii or something. I don't, Other than that, I don't
might have to somehow get him knighted. He is Sir David now, so
that is true.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway,
monarchy might be selling those at this point. Who knows?
What's that?
The monarchy might be selling those at this point.
Yeah, I know.
They have some debts to pay.
This could spiral into just some massive conspiracy.
No, we're not doing that. But
there's plenty of other podcasts out there for that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have our tinfoil hat moment at some point.
Yeah. Why is it always me with the tinfoil hat? I feel like
your sense of style.
If the hat fits, Christy, wear it.
Yeah, that's fine.
If the hat doesn't fit, just squish it down so it fits better.
All right. I think we're done here. Are we done here?
We are.
I think we're done.
Are we done here? We put fork in Eric.
Yeah, that's just out of his misery.
Yeah, bless him. So it's been, like I said, been a bit of a bumpy week. Hope to resume more perky podcasting next week. Although I think we held our own. We did okay.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, but so with that, we'll sign off for this week. It won't be long till we'll be back because the next game is just in a few days.
Yeah.
So with that, and we'll be at the game. If anybody is there and would like to say hey, as always, reach out. Instagram is probably the best way to go. So just DM us. And our website is amorephillyunion.com. You can send us questions via email or on socials, like I said, especially Insta. We'll be sure to include them on the pod. You can email us at pod@amorephillyunion.com. Instagram, YouTube, Threads, Bluesky Social. We are amorephillyunion. We have a very eclectic. I'm trying to think of another word.
I'm trying to think like a good word.
It's
we got a very
absolutely all over the place Spotify playlist that does every single song does relate to something. An episode that we did or something in Union history, but the meaning might only really be known to us. So, but it's there and it's fun and just, have fun with that. So anyway, we have that Spotify playlist also called Amorephilly Union. Look for it in our link tree or on Spotify. It is the same logo with musical notes added. Wants some more Philly Union swag? Hey, check out our online store on amorephillyunion.com. And also via our link tree. Eric likes, I'm sorry, E. Who knows who you are? E likes to make up merch when he is inspired. And we do have our Chaos Engine t-shirt up there. So
You know what? Tonight I'm going to throw it on the mug. I'm just going to do it. And then there'll be a mug out there in 24 hours.
You heard it here.
You heard it here.
First, we're doing a mug.
Of course, it all depends when I actually get this episode posted.
Right.
So
exactly.
I can buy myself some extra time.
Right. So, and let's see what else. What didn't I say? Oh, download and subscribe to our podcast wherever you get yours: Spotify, Amazon, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Player FM. My God, whatever, wherever, we're all over the place.
Podcast Emporium,
podcatcher stuff. Okay, and then while you're at it, please go show love to one of our favorite forces for good in the world, the Philadelphia Union Foundation. You can check them out at philadelphiaunionfoundation.org. They do a lot for the Chester area. So
just going to keep going. Smart.
I just ignore
run us over. Just run us over.
Yeah, Philadelphia Union Foundation. Go do some good
fun
via them. And thanks everyone for tuning in and listening to me and two idiots.
Finally figured it out.
We got
another
a new tagline
episode
for the podcast
of amorephillyunion.
Two idiots.
We are your hosts. I'm C, and
I'm
they're
idiot
them.
number 1.
I'm idiot number 2.
Go Union. Arlo's over here crying. Get out if you're going to do that. Go. Arlo Francis.
Oh, we paid you for the tickets, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you're good.
He's not going to say anybody break our kneecaps. Not about this, at least.